Okay. I'm not really sure how to start this video. I kind of wanted to record this just more for me, but I want to keep you guys kind of in the loop what's going on with myself. So recently, it's hard to say this. My mum passed away. She passed away on the 21st of May, and so it's still quite fresh, quite warm. And we only had the funeral yesterday. From the time of this recording, and it's been, as you can bloody expect, it's been really hard. Like, it's not much happiness at the moment for myself. So that's kind of like wanted to give you an update on, why I haven't been uploading. Like, before that, I wasn't really feeling uploading anyway, and then this happened, and just building up to it too, because she passed away in hospital. She went in there probably 5 weeks ago now, with inflammation in her lungs, which she's always had issues with her lungs, and arthritis. So and then she caught pneumonia in the hospital, and then it just went downhill from there. Really, she fought to the very last breath, the very last So cause the week, just before the 21st, because it was a Sunday. After Wednesday afternoon, they gave her 24 to 48 hours. Then she thought she gave it 4 days, and then when it came to the Saturday, the doctor was saying, she wouldn't last the night. So, but then she fought until the morning as the sun rose. So it's she went peacefully, but still, it's still hard. Still quite raw. So I just haven't been feeling up to doing any videos. I've been trying to keep myself active with mates and just by myself, going out active. But I haven't even spent time obviously doing YouTube videos, something that I love, as well as I enjoy going to the gym. I'm trying to been losing weight this year, so this year's kind of went downhill. I started out it was pretty decent. I moved into this brand new flat, as you guys might know if you've watched any videos from this year, and then I was just, again, I think this was a bit of an issue from last year. I was just trying to keep up with videos and everything, and then this happened, and it's been tough. The funeral was I would say close to perfect, and then we had a wake at my auntie's. Obviously, I think I was saying is if there was any night to get bladdered, it was, it's gonna be your mum's funeral or a parent's funeral, or funeral, wait the day of that happening. So I'm a little bit hungover today. So it might be some time until I'm back, well and kicking, just in general too. Obviously it's taken an impact on my work, because I work full time. They gave me 5 days bereavement leave, which I took the week just of the 21st, just after it. And now I've been taking some holidays here and there and working some half days, because it's hard going back to normality, or it's not really normal anymore, isn't it? It's what I've been calling the new normal in a way. Because, when you lose someone like that, you're quite close to them, and they did, a lot of things for me. And, my dad and my siblings. She helped me get my flats. She helped me look for jobs. She helped me like just before, it's just mental, because just before it went downhill. Like the Sunday, like literally a Sunday, like what do you call it? Like the week before she passed, she was all like, you could tell she was getting better. She was more herself, and the doctors said that give it at least 2 weeks or something like that, or I think it might have been like the Monday after or something like that, and then she would have been out of the hospital. But then a couple of days later, and it just went downhill. The pneumonia. It was the KO punch, knockout punch, so to speak. So it's, I'm going to keep saying this, has been really hard, as you can expect, and especially because, it's still quite fresh, like, especially because the film was yesterday, and I figured, people say you live with it, and I've been speaking to people like colleagues and stuff that I was went through similar situations, like they lost a mum last year, or I've got one workmate who's losing her mum to dementia, which she said she's grieving in her own right. You know what I mean? Because it is, you losing your mum through that way. So you just kind of like, the times between you feel like shitty like this, it just gets fewer right in between, I think, as they say, you know what I mean? Because it kind of just like, I guess it probably will just like blend into the background, and then it'll just spark up now and again, kind of like triggers. So I'm just, as you can tell, I'm quite vulnerable at the moment. Not just because I'm bloody hungover either, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do really, just with myself at the moment. Like, I want to do my hobbies like YouTube. I want to go to the gym, and then I've been trying to keep myself active for going out with mates. Like I had one like the day before the funeral, the Thursday. I went out to town. I had to pick up the suit for the funeral because I didn't have a black suit. And I was hanging out with one of my old mates, and we went out we had a pizza, and then we went to a pool place, and it was really nice. Like, kind of kept my mind off it, and then I was exhausted. I wanted to exhaust myself out a bit because I knew I wasn't going to sleep much. Like last night, I didn't sleep much, probably, well, again, because it was bloody my funeral and the wake, and I never sleep well anyway when I've had a few drinks, which you would think that I would learn, and people in general learn. Like, it does not bode well, especially for the day after you've been drinking. But I don't think I'll be drinking for a while. Sometimes when I get bladdered like that, I'll just have a break from drinking. Even if people offer me, "Oh, do you want a pint?" I'll be like, "A pint of juice, maybe." You know what I mean? I'm fine with ciders. Like, I'm fine with outsiders and cocktails and, all that stuff. I've been getting into wine lately, but I think I'm going to give it a break because it just makes it might give you a bit of happiness when you're under the influence, but it makes you worse next day if you drink a little bit too much, at least. So, I just thought I'd give you an update because I don't know when I'm going to be uploading videos again. I might ease myself into it, do some shorter videos. I just want to probably spice it up again a bit, and not always just do LPs and build videos. I think I'll probably still keep it Sims related because I know you guys, that's what I built my channel on. So it's a bit of a mini update and just talking through my feelings at the moment, because it just feels like my life's just turned upside down at the moment. I just don't know what to do. I don't really know what to feel. It's mixed. I've been describing it as mostly just feeling numb, and then obviously, sometimes you just break down and, it's definitely hard. But I think my mum would have loved the funeral yesterday. It was really nice, and my sister spoke. And really surprised she could go for it. You know what I mean? She nearly didn't, but she came through in the end. So yeah, I'm not sure what else to say. Really, just feeling like really just beyond devastated. Is probably the best way to describe it. And it's like, you know, I'm sure you guys probably go through those times, like, probably not like this, but you want to do stuff, but you just don't have that energy or motivation to do it. And I feel like I maybe just need to dip my toes into stuff, even if I go to the gym like once a week, just get out, and then, or if I, you know, do a short, 5-minute speed build just to get me back into it or something like that. So I don't know, or any kind of video for 5 minutes. But I don't think I'll be too upbeat, which I've always tried to be a bit upbeat on my channel, you know, because I think, oh yeah, people get drawn in if you're a bit more upbeat, you know. I try not to overdo it, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm putting on a front like my mates always say when they watch my videos and know me. They go, no, you just tend to be more yourself, you know what I mean? Like, a bit more happier. Because, you know, I'm doing something that I love, so it's not really that hard to, you know, be that way, you know what I mean? But maybe if I go back to videos anytime soon, I'm gonna have to just be me, sort of thing. I'm just gonna have to feel like this, feel like shit while I do it, and then maybe one day I can be back to, you know, sort of. Fuck's sake. Sort of back to my old self, or a version of my old self, sort of thing. It's just really hard because when you like lose a parent, it just destroys you. She was only 52, so she was like quite young. So yeah, I just don't know what to do really. So